Amen. Barakata Adonai, Elohim Levasin, Lehavra, Lehay Tabea, Kapalagada, Gibanar, Eladam, Gamakas, Kanakabas, Kasabas, Nadia, Goy, Navin, Machram, Isamishan, Barakata Adonai, Bagan Abraham, after giving Alan Makamis, Matter of the Share, Mashibur, for irrigation, Hakam, Kamis, Bagram, Simon, Father, Material, Kamanas, Habakabad was. Medium of Makamis, Nimis Makamis, Shua, and Barakata Adonai, Hamis. Nadisha when reset name says I said because Shasha Nadisha Kakasa Kara Zab Amar Kadash Kadash and I saw some about in the summer shop Mark Lennon Kama Hachka Kasamar even I haven't seen the daughter Hallelujah Kadash Shiva Koyam Yalu Kasala Kadash I don't know that's when I should have been that's Rakatan and I das I should be having this Saka Ben Makan the Saka Vaccine the Shishu Rakatan and I went to the Shuba Stockholm Ki Khatan Rakhan Makin Commissioner Kia Tevsata Rakatan and I have a Slaya Benjamin here the much Rakhati the Fasagata Rakatan and I oh you saw the in and interfair should check Santa Hale for portion of Makasina KMS then Rakatan and I what I myself Rakatan and I sanitize space when I saw the same Rakha Abna Dama was a Rakha Russian Hashan was the Rakha with the Latin of Rakhan Rakatan and I Rakhanim the Kawa Chef got a Kavasina with some the Kawas the cinema comes in Yakama conference or Sani Rakatan and I the Kavasina myself actually I should think about it in fact when I Yagan by Nakam Atana and the Van Sabas Rakhan Rakatan and I have Sakamishwa Lamashim at the Sikba before me was in Kurga Beda Afka Mehe Karis and After Sharma His Akash Shabbos Maris and never being a mina Rakatan and I Shaiba Abdulkhan Zadim. Also, the Kimal Hasim Asik now for the Sub Office of Bisbim Algave Sadek Belino Yamuna Rahmana Hina Besen Sakata the Hall Batum Simple Rams, the Simple Kanaman Imahim Ulan and Mashki Habatan Rakatan and I Mashim Sadikim. Bisham Rakatash Bisika Besaka Kashbat Hisab David Afla Mehe Besaka Tafin and also Bakar Benjamin and Elam Rakatan and I when I shine. Ask him after me, Sassi from Canton, we sure Saka, he was a communical and Rakatan and I. Much more sure. Shmakalina, and he Rakham Sani, he Ashmit. This was second off with the American Rocket Schmidt, Yaka Schmidt, this Papa Rakatan and I. Schmidt Villa. He said, I him service was some shade, Bahasha, the Davis Saka, say, so this Boston Harvest, Cover Russell, Silvas, and Tamara Betson, Naka Saka, and then the machine fights in Rakam Rakatan and I. And after this, she must send it here. When we after the Senator and Immigration after the Davidan and the Second, so the National Christoph and the second Shakais, I recommend Sarah, I thought you left Rahma Hamakatino as Sabo Hasraf Minala. Welcome as Rakasam was Shimka can tell about the whole family to Kasala, Shimka Bada Alam Kita, you should send assistant Hatar and I tell Shimka and others. Same shop to Rakhan Kaiser Rafael and Elena Bakis Rakhana Benakana Satan and I test Rafa Rakhan Khan Sham Rakhan Faisal Asa. The Hosha was Rakhatar and I like some Sawashala. Cousin Shabbos in the South in the Marquis and Migration, and I'm showing them about Is er geen schmack was in der Sinne mach mach es karas karas ma ba wenn man noch gut sei war gut sei was man kann man schicken ich kann kann ich besser was man kann man nein ich war ich habe das mal so das heißt jetzt da ist dann so ich könnte mir ich habe was ich war ich passe nach Massa da aber nein ich habe so ein gut noch besser kann ich nur die schreiber nein ich habe aber mich mal kein Termin in about summer nein alles ich habe mal gut ja ich habe in about summer nein ايش بيحصل لنا في السيستم بينما ما هذا أنا ما أخذ قوة بمية أنا أخرج ما يخاف
Cada vez, cada schneeraba, wir haben uns ja jetzt mal kann Schiff reden. Reden wir werden bei der Minister aber kann ich Cada vez, cada schneeraba, ja, met wat was er ja, maar we kunnen misschien kijken. Wat is het? Agora, is maar kan je niet doen. Is kan je dat is al af en ik zou willen. Heel erg dat is veel aan het was van mijn mama van ik zou wel aan jou. Heel erg dat maakt nog maar aan. We kunnen er niet van maken. Keiner den wir nur sein, der sieht auch so kann man schneiden ja. Ich habe mir schneiden ein bisschen noch besser wie nur. Also schauen wir noch ja, besser wie nur. Halakas. 7 minutes to halakas. So we're learning about benching. So if you look after the benching, so again, benching starts on page 88 because we ate and we ate. What's it there? Huh? Rachamat. Rachamat? For bris? We do that also.
Shavar brachas.
So after benching, there's a smaller benching on page 96. So if we didn't wash for a meal, so then if we didn't wash for a meal, we're making one of these after blessings. So, for example, if you had cake or cookies or bureka, or let's say only one slice of pizza, according to whatever.
Makel row. Makel row.
Yeah, you have others that say according to Kli Alma it's Mizana. Unless you have. There was a sign over here on Manny Gardens Drive. It's the oldest. It's not the oldest, but it's a big debate. It's not simple. It's not so simple. If you keep going back and forth, you're gonna see, just like the Zionist rolls, it goes back and forth. There are those that say no such thing as Zionist. It's trace. It's not no such thing. It can't be Zionist. No such thing. But roll Zionist oxymoron. Okay, and the OU, reliable company or organization, and most of the airline foods they switched several years ago, maybe 20 years ago. They switched everything on Mitzi. No such thing as Zionist anymore. It's all on Mitzi. And now recently they switched it all back, all Zionist. Because I'll tell you why. I'm going to give both sides of the debate. The reason, I don't know, Sam could fill in if anything. The idea is like this: are you eating a meal? If you're eating a meal, if you're being kares, which is a meal, so then you're supposed to do a proper benching, proper gatamazon. That's the point. And therefore, we wash for a meal. We wash your hands for a meal, and therefore you should wash for the pizza and have a meal. That's what you're saying, right? And the same thing. That's the same argument regarding rolls, mezainas rolls. You go to Kosher Kingdom. What?
See nothing to do with it being bread, just that it's a meal.
Okay, let's bring it all together. That's that argument. That side of the argument. Now, what they did is they ignored a different side of the argument. When that stock came out, they were not thinking about a different side of the argument, and that is basar is alish na'im, meat that left the eye, if it wasn't sealed and it left eye contact of a Jew. That is a bigger problem than making a mezainas on a mezainas roll. That's a bigger problem. So on the plane, people were getting up to go wash. I'll tell you what the connection is. So people were going to go wash, and they had their meat, and the meat was open. That was creating a bigger problem. So you have to make a big sign: don't open your meat until you come back from washing. Or people are not going to wash. Or people are not going to wash. So there's something. The halacha tells us what defines something as bread. Doesn't mean if it looks like bread. According to maybe there is something to looking like bread also. But what defines it as bread, and what defines it as a cake or a cookie? So how do we define it? It's not clear. Of course, it's not clear. That's why we're having these. We're having this discussion, and that's why it's a debate and it goes back and forth. The best thing is the most possible say if you're having a meal, go wash on bread. And if you look in most pizza shops, they'll have a little thing there with bread, and then they'll have some people say, no, you can't eat that bread because it gets dirty from everybody. Everybody's washing, so they can cover it. Rabbi Salam, what's your take?
Easy life.
The only problem is that it's a meal. When you have a meal, you have breakfast.
So you're right, and we're not doing that. So define what's considered a meal when you have bread, lechem. Now the question is, what's considered lechem? What's considered bread? So Rabbi Salam is saying it's not considered proper bread.
Anyway, because technically it's an open kisney. No, the part itself is separate from the food on top. Separate.
In any case, if it's mezana,
I mean, definitely, you see the kids, they take out the cheese to the sauce. No, but then, so you can't basically you fold your pizza, that's a problem.
if you don't want to have any problems, better to wash on a piece of bread. Better to have a piece of bread and it's no problem.
I think the best thing is make sure you get a full pie of pizza.
Or eat a full pie.
We're like,
What size slices? Go through my big slices. And the place in my pizza,
I don't know. Kosher Miami. The KM put up a sign. I put up a whole big sign. I remember by Uncle Noodles. Remember Uncle Noodles? So they had a sign over there that they measured the Uncle Noodles pizza and they wrote there exactly how much pizza you have to have in order to have a mitzvah and how much less than desserts. Otherwise, they wrote there's a big sign up. Otherwise, a pizza is desserts unless you have more than whatever it was two ends.
Why
and
have like a big apple?
it was 2, and I think it's 2.5 slices. I think it was their pizza. Every pizza dough is different. Anyway, whatever the case is, you will make the first option ala michya if it's not hamati, if it's mizana. We'll make the first option ala michya. If you had wine, then you're making the second option ala geffen, wine or grape juice. Now, those Israeli, what do they call it? The Israeli drinks.
Which one?
Prigat or spring, both of those. The grape flavor is not grape juice. You cannot make kiddush on it. You make hagafen, you don't make ala geffen on it. Say their grape juice drink. There's too much water, even if it's flavored with actual grapes. It's not, and since it's not whatever the minimum is, therefore it's a shahakol. It's just as like you take regular grape juice, put it in a cup and add water. So now it's a grape juice drink. It's no longer grape juice, it's no longer wine, it's grape juice drink, and therefore the bracha is not hagafen, the bracha is shahakol, and the after bracha is burn nefashot. Now, an apple and most fruit, you're making ha'etz, and afterwards you're making a burn nefashot, which is on page 97. However, the fruit of Eretz Yisrael, the fruit of Israel, we make the after blessing of ala eitz. So that is only for grapes, figs, pomegranates, olives, and dates. Just those 5 fruits. If you're having olives in part of a salad, so if you're having a regular Israeli salad, let's say, with olives in it, so it's diced up olives, then you're since it's a salad, you're not eating the olives as olives. You're eating it as part of the salad. So then, you're just making a burn nefashot. Only if you're eating an olive as an olive. And while we're at it, an olive we're not supposed to eat. We're not supposed to touch an olive with our hand and pick it up and eat it. Unless we're in the middle of a meal. So the rule is for olives and pickles or anything that is in a brine. So you either have to wash your hands before, you don't make an al-til al-tadayim. You make an al-til al-tadayim on bread, that's fine. You're having bread, but you have to wash the same way you wash for bread. You have to wash before you touch the olive.
If it's only small olives.
What was that?
It's full olive.
If it's full olive, what about it? The bracha is an 8. Like yes, that's not a question. The question is washing your hands. You don't make your bracha netilat yadayim. You just wash your hands, just like we do by karpas. Exactly, we do by karpas.
Isn't there something if it's in oil, then you're not washing your hands?
So by the time I get olives, that has to have olive oil.
That's not that you can just pick it up.
No.
Okay,
But a way around it.
That's one son.
No, only a brine. Only if it's in a brine. Only if it's soaked in something. An olive or a pickle, or if it's a sour tomato maybe, or sour tomatoes anyways. Sour tomato you would. Anything that's in a that's soaked in a.
Salt water.
Yeah. Pickles, right? I'm saying anything pickled, anything that comes in pickle, you have to wash before eating it. A way around it is don't touch it. So you eat it with a fork, so then you don't have to wash.
I think some says don't say what? You have to see. I don't do it 100%.
A napkin is also. If you eat it with a napkin, it's also.
Take a napkin, you're touching.
Yeah, but you're not holding it with your hand.
Touching the napkin.
I wouldn't recommend that. I'd recommend better with a fork.
I hate olives and I hate pickles.
Oh, yeah. Can't have so much hate, can I hate? Not your favorite. All right, Meyer. Anybody want to down Meyer? Mordechai, Meyer. Anybody want down Meyer? Only one? All right, go down.
يتقدر بيتقداش مربع دائما مخلوق بيملك ملكوت بيسمع خوف كان بكلام الشيخ حي كل يوم قد يقول بيتي صاير بقرب اسمع قريب مؤمن
וגם מן חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל אשיב אלוהים תורה שומר את עמו ישראל אליי, יתקדש, יתקדש, מרבה, ונאמר נתמותי ואניך, מלכותי ועצמת מוסתני וקרב נשיך, וחי יכול ומפן כתפון את ישראל, והגרב זמן קריב עם מועמד. יתקדש שמי רבה, ילמד ועתודי ואבניך מהפותי ועצמך, בוחרי לתראה משיפה, חי יכול במכון וחי לכל בית ישראל והגלה בזמן קריבים, הוא אמן. ותדע ביטלי ביטלה לשמי תקשה בריחו אלא מכל מלכדה בשירתה תתפחד המלכדה מיד בן מאמין הוא אמן. תתקבל צלותנו ובאותן דרך בית ישראל קודם אבוהן דבי בשמיה בימו אמן. יש למה רב אמין שמיה וחיים טובים עלינה כל ישראל בימו אמן. שלום הוא יעשה שלום עלינה כל ישראל בימו אמן. אני משבח
Anyone wants to make kiddush?
They want to get Shavana. Yeah, I did the time before to grace the monthly Shabbat. Sunday night, I can't see.